What's happening everyone, my name is Alex and welcome back. In today's video we are checking out the latest smartphone from Doogee. The one that I have here today is called the V30 and in many ways this is the most advanced phone that Doogee made so far. Of course this phone is shockproof and also waterproof. Now I haven't been diving with this device but I did have it in water here at home and nothing happened to it. As for the shockproof claims, I guess it really depends how you're gonna be dropping the phone. If you drop it on a corner like this, chances are nothing will happen to it, because the corners do have a bit more rubberized material, so it will protect the phone. But if you do drop it the wrong way, well, there is a pretty good chance the screen will still break. So if you hit the screen with a rock, for example, chances are it will break. Now, talking about the screen, so according to the manufacturer, the screen is covered by Gorilla Glass 5. This is a 6.58 inches IPS panel that has a 1080p resolution, and we also get a pretty high refresh rate, so 120 Hz refresh rate. You can actually select what refresh rate you want, so you can choose 60 Hz, 90 Hz, or 120 Hz. Of course, the higher the refresh rate, the more battery the device will use. We'll talk about the battery in just a second. Now, my only complaint about the screen is the brightness. So this is supposed to be an outdoors phone, but the screen doesn't get that bright. So if you are outside and it's a super sunny day, it is a bit difficult seeing the screen. So the screen is not that bright. Now with this device, we actually get front-facing speakers. So we get one speaker at the top here and one speaker at the bottom. Now, if you're looking here at the bottom and at the top, it almost looks like it has two speakers at the top and two at the bottom. But in reality, we only get one speaker at the top and one at the bottom. The speakers do get quite loud. So I'm gonna play a little clip just so you can hear how those speakers sound like. Alright, so this phone is powered by the MediaTek Dimensity 900 that's paired with 8 gigs of RAM and 256 gigs of internal storage. The device also runs Android 12. On the Antutu benchmark, this device gets a score of just under 500,000, so you already know that you're looking at a pretty fast device. Pretty much everything that you do on this phone feels pretty quick, so it doesn't matter if you're scrolling up and down through your Facebook feed, or if you are browsing the web on Chrome, or if you're playing games, everything that I've done on it performs really well. Probably the best that I've had from any Doogee phone up until now. So I can't really say that this is a slow phone by any means. The operating system is also pretty light, so on top of that Android 12 we have a very light skin. So everything does seem to work quite well for fastness, I'm gonna say. Now, you've probably noticed that the phone is pretty thick and pretty big as well. So inside this phone we have a 10,800 mAh battery, you heard that right. So on one charge you can easily get about 15 hours of screen on time. But the phone also supports 15-watt wireless charging and 66-watt wired charging. So we actually get a 66-watt fast charger in the box. Inside the box we also have the cable and a screen protector. So charging this device from 0 to 100 is done in about an hour and 20 minutes, which is pretty good for such a massive battery. But having that massive battery also means that the phone is quite heavy. So you're looking at about 379 grams. So whenever you have this phone in your pocket, it will literally pull your pants down. The back of the phone here also looks like leather, but in reality this is just fake leather, but I guess it does look pretty decent for a rugged device. We also have some cameras there. We have the main camera that's an 108 megapixel sensor, then we have an ultra wide camera, and then we have a night camera, and next to that we actually have two infrared LEDs. So with this device you can take pictures in complete darkness because you do have those infrared LEDs. So if it's pitch black, if you cannot see anything with your eyes, you're gonna be able to see if you take pictures with that night camera. So something to keep in mind. And we'll talk about the main camera in just a bit. On the sides here, so on the right hand side, we have the power button and the volume buttons. The power button is also a fingerprint scanner. As a fingerprint scanner, I feel that it works okay. Maybe not the fastest out there, but definitely works okay. And then on the other side of the device, we have a customizable button. Personally, I've had this set to open the flashlight when I click it twice. And then we have the SIM card slot. So the device can take either two SIM cards or a SIM card and an SD card, or it can take a SIM card and an eSIM. So this is actually the first ROG device that I've got to use that can take an eSIM. Personally, I don't have any eSIMs to try out, but it could take an eSIM. So if you're traveling somewhere, that would make traveling much easier because you can buy those eSIM cards online in most situations. So that's why I said one of the most advanced phones that Doogee made so far. We even get Wi-Fi 6. So if you're playing games, for example, if you're downloading something, and of course you have a Wi-Fi 6 network at home, the speeds on Wi-Fi are quite fast as well. Now, going back to the cameras, well, with most ROG devices, as you've seen in the past on multiple occasions, the cameras aren't that amazing. Well, I'm gonna say that this phone is slightly better than most other phones that, ROG phones that I got to try. So the cameras are half decent, I'm gonna say, so you could take some decent looking pictures with the main camera here on the back and with the front facing camera. Of course, all the pictures that you are seeing on your screen right now were taken with the cameras on the back and of course that front camera in different situations, but most of the pictures were taken here at home. So the picture quality is half decent, I'm gonna say, definitely better than most other ROG phones that I got to try in the past. The phone can also record in 4K, but unfortunately at that resolution we don't seem to get any video stabilization. And this is a quick example of a video that I've done here at home earlier today. Alright, next we have a quick video recording in 4K at 30 frames per second with a Doogee V30. From the looks of it, it doesn't seem like we have any type of video stabilization. There is also an NFC chip inside this device, so you could make payments using Google Pay. I've also tried the GPS unit inside it, and it takes about 2 seconds to find your location, so it does work good. And we also have a variety of sensors. So overall, yes, this is one of the best, if not the best Doogee phone that I got to try up until now. Now, for the cameras, I can probably live with the cameras. I think it takes some decent enough pictures for a ROG device. Performance-wise, it does work really well. Battery life, it's enough for any situation, so you'll never have to charge this twice throughout the day. Not to mention the fast charging definitely helps. And really my only complaint about this phone is the screen brightness. If the screen would have been brighter, this would have definitely been the best ROG phone that I got to try up until now. But no, the screen just doesn't get bright enough. But other than that, a pretty decent phone from Doogee. Alright guys, hopefully you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching and I'll see you guys in the next one.